to Pitbull Stadium. It is week 8 of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders and the FIU Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Blue Raiders offense to go on the attack first. And here comes Roman Gagliano. He had a lot of company in the backfield in that loss last time out. Sacked 5 times and also threw a couple of picks. The run inside. It's Martin. Moving past the 25. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Catch in the middle. It's Galloway. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Looking for a productive play on first down.
Man, what a start for this offense. That's what you kind of want, man. You want to get in a rhythm. You want to get in the flow. Now, you don't expect 3 plays and 3 first downs, but they'll absolutely take it. But coming out the gates with energy, with passion, executing at a really high level.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll move the tight end. Off the boot, looking for his man. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Panthers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And, David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. The Panthers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really nice job to get him past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the lone running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Panthers are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. And the Panthers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. This time they'll go to the running game. Could be an alley. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, FIU! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Running inside, it's Shaw. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Makes the catch, it's Allen. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Using his legs, it's Martin. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go right back to him. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. They knock him down right there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's a heat. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll leave it with the lone back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Florida International. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. And he showed all of those attributes right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Blue Raiders come out ready to go on the attack. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Jones. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. In the gun. Looking to throw on third down. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out quickly. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for open space. It's Martin. He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached a 2-minute timeout. And now on second down for this offense. On the delay, it's Shaw. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking...
Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point is good. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Florida International offense is back on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Rides to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical.
Here's a little room there. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. FIU pushing tempo.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Leaves it with the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, and time is running short. It's caught. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And with time running out here in the 1st half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with a look at Marshall, taking on the South Alabama Jaguars.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
The Panthers head coach told me at halftime they really expect to stick to the running game here in the second half. This is a close game, and he's a little concerned with his quarterback's shaky performance in the first half. Turning the ball over put them in a tough position, but they are dominant on the ground. Expect them to continue to really force that issue at the line of scrimmage here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The run inside. It's Martin. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working that left side now. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team, because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this.
Touchdown, Blue Raiders! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, we've seen this all night long. The defense closing in on these throws. The windows are constricting so quickly. It's been a tough night at the office for this quarterback, and he gets another one knocked to the ground.
And his passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. Tackled there by the defense.
really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
That's caught. It's Allen. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Good pick up there. He gets enough for the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down. They bring the punter onto the field now.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. Pick up of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. The Panthers racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. They get to him, and now they'll face a 3rd and long.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He's got it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the option. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got the tight end. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Running inside, Jaw picks up the first down. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Martin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly. Touchdown, MTSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. And the Panthers moving quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run the ball, the clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense uses a timeout, that's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They feed him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Everything will have to be clean from 5th. They get through and it's blocked. Not gonna get there as this defense makes a stand.
And man, did you see that defender climb the ladder? How high did he jump to block that field goal? That was amazing.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Grabbed over the middle. It's Nelson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. All right, wait a minute here. They are going to send out the field goal unit and take what they hope is assured points. And it's good! And they're back within a score here in the fourth.
Nice job making that field goal. You're down in possession here late in the game. You've got 2 timeouts in your back pocket. Do you trust your defense to be able to go out, get a stop, and get you the football back for one final shot? We're going to see.
Middle Tennessee State comes out onto the field. The offense ready to go to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Martin. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Got a little grass on the nasty move, and now he's got room. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. He shed tackles right and left and housed it. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Throws to the wideout. Got it! They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a time. And he's in! Touchdown, Panthers! The Panthers get it right back with a score of their own. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. He marched 78 yards down the field. Only 14 seconds to play. The hands team on the field, and it'll come down to this onside kick.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest. I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance, but you got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.